Toodle do, my merry band of bitches. It's your boy, Dr. Goon. If you have not joined Goon Nation in the Goonies, make sure to smash the subscription button. We're almost at 27K and we are on the road to 30K. Also join my Discord where I do games, prizes, D&Ds, giveaways, and more. We just did a round of giveaways, hoping to do another one next week. But back on topic. This video is spawned from several comments I get constantly, right? Spider-Man fans will comment no matter what you say and say, oh, Spider-Man holds back. Spider-Man wasn't trying. Spider-Man's too cool, so he never tries. Well, since apparently Peter Parker's 616 Spidey has never tried before, never had a mean bone in his body, anything of that nature, we're going to fix that. Today, we are going to imagine, what if Peter Parker from 616 was a ruthless killer? I'm super excited for this what if. I will be explaining what he's capable of and how I think this plays out. And yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So before we get into Bloodlusted Peter in 616 and how I think that story unfolds, let's first explore what Spider-Man is capable of. If you did not know, Peter Parker in the 616 universe was bitten by a radioactive spider, hence giving way to several abilities including super strength, super reflexes, super agility, a healing factor, as well as the infamous Spidey sense, which works as a sort of danger radar to alert him to incoming danger, which gives him time to react and avoid it. We have seen Parker in the past not only obviously take down your everyday thugs and killers, he can keep up with some of the best, quote, street tiers in Marvel, including Wolverine. He can keep up with and even avoid the likes of the X-Men and the Avengers, evading them and showing off how lethal his agility can be when incorporated properly and in conjunction with the Spidey sense. On top of this, he's strong enough to go toe-to-toe with Joe Fixit. He's moved the Hulk before, lifted up buildings. He's been able to keep up with the different X-Men when he's not holding back, as exemplified by Superior Spider-Man or Dr. Octopus using his body. He knocked off the jaw of Scorpion, no problem. Fucked him up. Scorpion sucks, but at the same time, super impressive. So he is a character in terms of physicality that is incredibly dangerous with his strongest punches, killing men, superhumans, and scaling upwards to even staggering the likes of Joe Fixit, knocking back Ben Grimm and whatnot. On top of this, his healing factor isn't crazy, but it does allow him to push through what would otherwise be fatal for most people, as well as recovering a lot faster than most. But what I also think must be talked about as we dive into this topic is Spider-Man's brilliance and intelligence. Peter Parker has consistently been one of the greatest minds in Marvel Comics. He has an advanced understanding of almost all the major scientific fields and mathematics. This allows him to create insane tech, including web shooters with web formula that impresses even the likes of Tony Stark. Tony and Reed both see him as being wildly intelligent, someone worthy of the smartest minds in Marvel inheriting him as a predecessor / accomplice. On top of this, even Dr. Octopus has admitted to the brilliance of Peter, saying, you know, if he wanted to, Peter could easily form a billion-dollar tech or science company, just with how sheer brilliance that he possesses. Now, this is important, and the reason I emphasize his intelligence, because I think that plays a huge part in the ruthless killer scenario, Spider-Man. So, getting out of the way what he's capable of, let's dive into this ruthless killer mode. So Spider-Man has adopted, whether a demon implemented it to him or he just became a killer for one reason or another, Peter Parker is no longer fucking around, okay? He is willing to catch a body and he's looking to be devastating in these streets. The first interesting thing for us to think about is, who would he go after first? And we kind of have to look at his rogue galleries, who he's usually beefing with, you know. There's characters in his rogue gallery that he takes a lot less serious than others. What I mean by that is, if you read Kraven's Last Hunt, which, shameless plug, recently I dropped a video covering that entire story. Go check it out if you haven't already. I'll probably pin it in the comment section down below. He has rogues that he pretty much considers glorified goofy goobers. Like, they show up, do hood rat shit, but that's about it. He doesn't have anything real personal against them. He's not trying to kill them or anything. He doesn't hate them to an extreme degree. They just happen to do annoying shit. He doesn't think they're a threat to kill him by any means, and he certainly doesn't have it on his mind to kill them. So I think that does eliminate a few of the rogues. You know, I would have said Doc Ock would be eliminated from this conversation as well, but Dan Slott's run with Superior Spider-Man makes that a little complicated. However, they both kind of came to an understanding when they swapped bodies and spiritually talked. It's a little tricky. I don't know if he would go after Doc Ock and try to kill him. However, what I do know is that he would have a keen awareness of Ock, because obviously while they've always been beefing in the past, the thing with Dr. Octopus that sets him apart is he's literally lived as Peter. So he has an intimate understanding of how to get to Peter should Peter start knocking off his friends. So that's probably the biggest thing, in my opinion, that puts Doc Ock in danger. Who I think he knocks off in present day 616 first is Paul. If you don't know who Paul is, that's the bitch that's been running up on MJ and smashing her cheeks, okay? He has ruined the MJ Spider-Man dichotomy. Fans absolutely hate him. They think Paul has cucked Spider-Man. And I think with this mode switch, putting him in killer mode and hater mode, ultimate I'm a kill a bitch mode, Paul's in trouble. And obviously, Paul's just a guy. And that is going to get him killed. I think Spider-Man pulls up on Paul, puts him on a t-shirt, no issue, tears him apart, does him dirty for stealing his bitch, okay? So Paul's dead. Reasonably, this likely does not trigger too much of an aftermath. I highly doubt any of the superheroes are tracking Paul or would be overly concerned with what happened with Paul. So who would be next? Well, we saw when he was possessed by the sins of Goblin that he tried to kill Tombstone right away. Spider-Man doesn't like Tombstone, which makes sense. He's a lowly hoodlum that just kills people and robs people. Okay, fuck that guy. Tombstone probably gets murdered too. I don't see Tombstone putting up any semblance of a crazy fight. Probably gets bodied, which might send a little bit of a shiver down the spines of the New York criminal community, as Tombstone, while not the most impressive, is known. So that makes things interesting. And I think it alerts someone that makes this dangerous, okay? I think this alerts Kingpin. Now, I am admittedly a huge Kingpin fan. However, I do think in a 1v1, especially if he's in ruthless killer mode, Spider-Man's definitely intelligent enough, definitely physically capable enough to take down Kingpin. He's shown that before. I definitely think he could kill Kingpin. However, in this murder streak he's going, in this ruthless killer nature aspect, when word of like a Tombstone who regularly is employed or worked with by Kingpin would know, okay, Spider-Man's on some shit. And I think Kingpin goes two ways about this. One, he's going to beef up his defenses and security, because if Spider-Man's butchering Tombstone, there's no doubt he would probably come after Kingpin at one point, and clearly he's very capable of murder. Another side of this is he'd probably reach out to Daredevil. Now, this might alarm some of you, but I think this is perfectly reasonable if we look at how Kingpin operates. He's about his money. He kind of has to go against the other heroes because they're in the way, but he really focuses on his shit. He is ruthless, is evil to a degree, but he's also very logical. He'd probably go to Daredevil and be like, hey, why the fuck is your boy Spider-Man wilding out? Why is he killing people? Like, he just turned into a ruthless killer. I beefed up security. I'm gonna be on the lookout, but hey, I'm just letting you know if your boy pulls up, I'm gonna have to kill him too. And this kind of eliminates two birds with one stone for Kingpin, because Kingpin both, yes, has strengthened his security and his defenses, but he also is getting Daredevil involved, which makes it easier or more likely that Spider-Man will be stopped. Because if you didn't know, Daredevil and Spider-Man indeed historically have been great friends. This is when we see Daredevil go to confront Spider-Man, and I think this leads to a fascinating standoff with Daredevil pleading good old Pastor Matt, hey, turn back to God, stop murdering. This is not who you are, kid. Like, come home, we'll get you cleaned up, we'll fix this. Spider-Man's in savage mode. He's gonna be like, look, bitch, I'm killing my ops, I'm getting rid of everybody I need to get rid of. You need to leave me the fuck alone, or you're gonna get hurt. Now, Daredevil is trying to preach the good Lord's name, right? But he is also active. So I have no doubt this would lead to a brawl between the two. However, despite being highly capable, I don't see Daredevil surviving this. Spider-Man is going to most likely kill Daredevil. You heard it here. Daredevil probably gets bodied. This creates an even scarier proposition, right? Because now that Daredevil's down, the man without fear has been taken off the board by this ruthless killer, Spider-Man. It really comes down to who gets the news on this first. Is it the Avengers? Do they pop out and try to confront him? I think it makes it really hard for Spider-Man right now, too, because it's not like he killed a Punisher type, who is known to go cross that line. He's killed someone who is consistently a morally good man. Probably the most reasonable of everybody around in the superhero community. Matt Murdock's Daredevil. He's likely really fucked himself over with this being pushed to kill Daredevil in the confrontation. The two people I see hunting him that really worry me is Punisher and Wolverine. These two have also teamed up in the past, but they're also real close with Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's a little safer messing with Wolverine because Wolverine sees him as a kid, and he's not going to want to kill him. However, Punisher has been watching Spider-Man over the years. He's been following him because he understands Peter Parker's Spider-Man is quite capable. In fact, when Spider-Man, as Superior Spider-Man, turned his... and there's other versions too, that kind of was treating criminals much more harsh. Punisher noted this and was like, hey, he's changed his view on dealing with villains. I'm not opposed to that. But should Spider-Man ever cross that line, I will be there to take care of it. I think that matters here. I think Frank will have been brought in. He'd be privy to this information. He will see what's going on. And Punisher hunting Spider-Man is scary as fuck. Punisher hunting anyone is a problem. But prepping to take down this ruthless killer version of Spider-Man, I think Punisher could get the job done. Especially if he has Wolverine by his side. We've seen him take out zero difficulty Superior Spider-Man. Just set up an easy death trap for him. Superior Spider-Man, I wouldn't say is on the same level as a ruthless killer Peter Parker. However, he's obviously got the full capabilities of Spider-Man on top of his Superior Spider-Man gear, and he got completely railroaded by Punisher. Because at the end of the day, Peter Parker could be as ruthless of a killer as he wants to, but he's only been that way for as long as we started this What If. Do you understand what I'm saying? His experience in killing, his experience in mutilating people, his experience in setting death traps, all these things, it's relatively new to him. I think that will hurt him in the long run. I actually see in tragic fashion Punisher being the one that has to put down Spider-Man, who of course would have several bodies by now, especially famous ones like Daredevil. However, the city of New York would kill the friendly, now turned deadly neighborhood Spider-Man eventually, albeit he has plenty of potential to do heavy damage. And if he went the route of being real cool and working underground first, who knows what kind of tech he'd come up with to start this slaughter. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of Killer Peter Parker in the comment section down below. What did you think of this scenario I drew up for you? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you think it plays out. And if you love content like this, definitely let me know with both the like button and your comments, and let me know what if I should do next. But anyways, it's been your boy I almost said Jobbers and Goons, my old channel name, Dr. Goon. Shout out to Goon Nation, aka the Goonies. I love you all, and I will see y'all later. Peace.